Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the commentary for Market Truth. This is Tuesday, February 1st. Sorry we didn't get you a commentary last night. Actually, was a little bit preoccupied. So let's go over where we are in the four indices. Let's start with the Russell futures. The Russell, as we've mentioned many times before, has been leading the market higher on the up days, and it's been weaker on the down days. Today, nice move to over 2% to the upside. So I want to give you the new monthly levels. I'm also going to give you the new weekly levels. The upper left-hand panel, this is our monthly for the Russell futures. I'm going to show you all the futures tonight. That's going to be 812.70. That's the level that we're looking to confirm for a buy signal for the month of November. On any sell-offs, we're going to be looking at 768.90. Those of you with a good memory will recognize that level was almost where, if you look at this low, this is almost where we got down to last month, about that 768, 769 area. So it's just coincidental. It's not meant to be that level is not meant to represent the swing low from that last sell-off, but it just happens to be at that same area. On the lower left-hand panel, these are the weekly levels. You'll notice that we did confirm a weekly buy signal today. Just so you know where that level is, 787.60 was when that signal went off today. On the downside, we're looking at 765. So in this case, the weekly, remember the weeklies came out before the monthlies did because of the weekly started on Monday and the monthly started today. Because of that, the weekly actually is below the monthly. So let's kind of put these two levels together. That 765 to 768 area. So let's just call it 765 to 768. That's where we would be looking to see a sell-off. If we do roll over, that would be the area that we would be looking to see some support in the market. And on the upper right hand panel, these levels haven't changed. These are the quarterly levels. And on the quarterly on the Russell futures, 752 would be the level we'd be looking to hold if we did take out that 768 area. My guess is if we go through 768, we'll probably go through 752. So, but that will be a level to watch. On the upside, the target area that we're going to look for on this recent rally, 823.80. That'll be the level to look for to see if this Russell stalls out. The lower left-hand panel, this is our intraday. You can see that we actually confirmed a buy signal intraday right around the 790 level. So, basically we went through the weekly before we went through the intraday. So that's the Russell. Let's look at the S&P futures. And I'm going to give you these new levels for the S&P futures. To the upside, we're looking at 1320 in the S&P futures. That would be a new high on the year, 1320. That would mean, as we move over to the upper right-hand panel, that we'd be taking out the quarterly levels. So we're basically at the quarterly right now. Again, we're back to that same level we were a few days ago. By the way, we did get a decent pullback. That intraday low on the S&P futures, we did pull back to down to about 1262 overnight. So we did pull in about 40 handles. So I know some people don't want to think of that as a sell off, but that was a decent that was an okay pullback. On the weekly levels, we did confirm a buy signal today in the S&P futures. That was 1285. On the downside, we're going to be looking at 1267 in the S&P futures on the weekly. On the monthly, 1266. So same thing with the Russell. Let's play the same game, 1266, 1267. That's what we're looking at for areas of support. And then let's also pull up the NQ futures here. Let's take a look at these real quick. I want to give you these levels. So on the monthly, we're looking at 2355. We're currently at 2322. On the downside, 2250. The weekly levels, we went through, confirmed a weekly buy signal already today at right around 2290. On the downside, we're looking at right around 2240. So 2240, 2250, let's just call it 2245. That's the level we're going to be looking at in case we sell off. And if we go to the quarterlies, which we're right at that quarterly high level, but that quarterly low is all the way down at 2160. So that's where we are, guys, and have a good night.